Hey YouTube, what's going on? Good morning. How's everyone? As you can see, I'm off. I have 5 days off. So I came home. It's at one of my girlfriend's birthday, and I missed her birthday and all the festivities. And then so I'm off, and so I came home, and I am bored out of my mind. And I'm kind of a workaholic. And I tried to pick up a trip. I was like, I can't be off for 5 days straight. And I almost had one out of base. You can pick up a trip out of base on your days off, whatever. And I was going to pick up this girl trip who advertised it, but she didn't want to split her trip. And I was only legal for most of it, but not like the first two legs. So she didn't want to give it up. I was like, dang it. So I looked in our open time to see if there was any trips out of base. This bun is working my nerves. And I can't find anything, so I ended up calling cruise support this morning going, hey, I'm home, I'm bored. Y'all got a list of something you can put me on just so I can get out. And it's just like, I know I need to sit down somewhere and rest because I just came off a trip, but I like to work. I don't like sitting around. And it's like I miss while I'm gone, everybody got something to do. Everybody's out partying, celebrating this, celebrating that. You got functions going on that you're missing, and the time you get home and you have time, there's nothing to do. Nobody doing anything. It's raining today in Houston. It's cold. I could be working. I could be making some money. Yet I'm in my daughter's room, laying in her bed. Because when I left and relocated to Chicago, they basically packed up all my crap and put it in boxes. I was like, I don't live here anymore. I'm like, really? I'm just going to work. Y'all just gonna get rid of my stuff like that for real? That's how y'all do me? So she's gone to school, so I'm in her room. And I really want to go to work. I really, really, really do. I have a couple of doctor's appointments scheduled, though. I'm so tired of going back and forth to the doctor. But I've been doing like my own physical therapy on my arm because I hurt my arm not too long ago. And so I need to go and follow up because it's been bothering me lately. And that's one thing that you guys need to be careful of when you start working is that, I'm a 70s baby, so I'm old school. So when I see older people and, I get up, let them have my seat, I open doors. I'm always ma'am, yes ma'am, sir, no sir type of, person. And I see someone struggling with, bags or whatever. It's just your instinct to try to help them, but as a flight attendant, it's our job. We can assist, and if something seems, too heavy for you, to get someone else to help you or to assist. Don't try to do it on your own. We have to stay healthy and stay in physical fit condition or what have you. And I'm learning that. I started the other day just walking, I was going to go swimming when I got home. We got our pool clean, but it's raining, so I'm just going to start walking every day and at least 30 minutes because I have to get my mind and my body back, my mindset back into that frame of working out because I haven't seen inside of a gym in I don't know how long. So it looks like my face is swelling up over here. It is. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm just got thrown off. So, like I said in my other videos, drink lots of water now, stay hydrated, start doing cardio at least 30 minutes, start eating right, taking your vitamins. Oh my God, you need to take your vitamins for real. because you're going to need those. And these are things that no one told me about. I'm learning as I'm going, and I'm just passing the information along. We have to stay hydrated. We need to take our vitamins. We need to work out. We need to eat right. And living in a crash pad, when I tell you, I'm surprised I ain't gained 20, 30 pounds since I started working, because I'm a cook. I love to cook meals, and I have not cooked in so long. And I'm always eating, having to buy this and buy that because I'm in a crash pad and I really don't have, the kitchen is like that big, and you can't really cook anything out of it. Our refrigerator is always full from all the other people's stuff, and I am so surprised I have not, and if I gain any weight, me and that jump seat will not be friends. I will not be able to fit in that jump seat, especially on the 200 or the 700 when you in the back. So I have to be mindful of what I put in my mouth, and then we're eating all hours of the night. So I can't wait to get situated and get my transfer somewhere to where I have a kitchen and I can actually cook and meal prep for my trips, because this eating like I've been doing is not healthy. And that's another reason why I had to find myself trying to work out, because I'm not eating right. So I hope you guys start eating right, because that's going to be very important. And I was reading on some blogs today, just listening to people rant and go off about, a lot of people getting CJOs and going off to training, and they're nervous and they don't know what to pack and they're overthinking. And my advice is that I'm not an overthinker. I don't think, no, I wasn't like that. I just went. But don't overthink it. I did overpack because I'm an overpacker generally. And I accumulated stuff while I was there, because there's a mall, there's Target, there's Walmart. And I ended up having the UPS stuff home because I couldn't pack everything in my suitcases to come back home. And I would just pack one pair of shoes that you can wear every day to training, that are your most comfortable shoes. They don't have to be heels unless you have some comfortable heels. They can be flats. You're going to be standing and walking and sitting, so you want to be comfortable. I would pack, your slacks, your black, your gray, your navy, your skirts, and then you don't even need 6 pair. You can rotate. You can wear. I wore the same thing over and over and over. We all did. Everybody was in the same clothes for a month. We just rotated shirts and pants and stuff like that, because you have to do what you have to do. And then when I went to training, I was laid off. I was on unemployment, so I was on a budget. So I didn't have money to go and just buy a whole new wardrobe or what have you. And I bought my food and I cooked and everything like that. And of course, on your days off, you were able to go out and go out to eat and kind of relax and take a break, because you were so overwhelmed with so much work. So just try not to overthink it, and look at the packet that they send you and follow it to a T. And just be, people have been sent home for not being in compliance for their uniform and for their shoes. And on the first day, they may give you a little break. They may let you slide on the first day because it's the first day. But once they go over all the rules and everything, and you show up the next day and you're not in compliance and you don't have your stuff together, they sending you home. And you can't say, well, I wore these shoes yesterday. I'm sorry. You got the packet prior to. You know what you're supposed to wear and what you can and cannot wear. So just make sure you have everything that they ask of you when you show up to training, and just try not to overthink it. And then there were a few people complaining about the roommate situation, about, can you pick your roommates, and you're not used to sharing a room with strangers. Well, you might as well not go, and this is not the job for you. That's all I can say, is because you're going to be on a plane sometimes with another person in close quarters that you're going to have to work with, that you're going to be on a trip with for 3, 4, 5 days in a row. And if you can't share a room with someone for 30 days to get a job that you say is your dream job, then, and you're complaining about that, then you have issues and you don't have social skills. And this is just not going to work for you. Don't nobody want to be in a room with someone who is going to make their 31 days miserable, because you're already stressed, you're already on 10, thinking about these tests and trying to study and remembering everything that you need to remember. No one wants to come home from a stressful day of school or training and testing to come home to a stressful living situation because there's one person in their room who makes everybody else miserable because they're complaining and they don't know how to share, and they're set in their ways. And ain't nobody got time for that. I didn't have that issue, thank God I didn't, because the way my mouth set up, I wouldn't be able to deal with that. I would have let that person know. But there were people who had issues with their roommates, because people are all different. There are people who are not single, only children who grew up alone, who never had to share anything, and set in their ways and was like, this is my closet, this is my bathroom, this is my shelf, this is my this is my that. I don't do. You are there with a purpose, and you need to get through your purpose, and you'll get through training and testing, and all that other stuff is out of the window. So I suggest you get used to it before you go off. If you need to go stay over your cousin's house, they got 5 kids, and stay for the weekend and get used to living in one room with someone before you get there to get it out your system, I suggest you find something to do or a way to get over it, because you're going to have to share. And it's going to not always be it may not be just one person. It could be 3 other women that's going to have to share living quarters. So don't go down there being the person that everybody hate because you got ways and you stuck in your ways and stuff. Please don't be that person. Just don't. What else they're complaining about? Salary. Well, my thing about the salary is it is on the website, so before you even hit submit, you knew what the salary was. So why complain now after you get the CJO? It just doesn't make any sense to me. If that's not what you wanted to do, you get paid a little something, for training. It's not a whole lot, but you got to think about it. This company, you want a company to invest in you before you show them what you're worth. They're doing their part. You have to invest in yourself. You have to show them that you're worthy, that you're worth it. And that's with any job. When you go somewhere and apply with a regular job at a hospital, wherever, you got 90 days before they give you benefits. You're getting benefits. You're going to have flight benefits 2 weeks into training. Who does that? What company gives you flight benefits? You don't even get health insurance for 90 days at most companies. You don't get uniforms. If you get a job at McDonald's, they may give you a shirt, but you got to go buy your own pants and shoes. So you have to invest in yourself and look at the bigger picture. Just look ahead and just enjoy the moment now, because eventually it's going to be a life-changing experience, but it's going to take time. Just with anything, it's going to take time to get there. So just be grateful and thankful, because there were thousands of other applicants who didn't get a CJO, who wish they would have, who would love to take your spot if that's not where you want to be, if that's not what you want to do. But that's my little rant for today, because I'm bored and I'm sitting home and I'm thinking about just getting up, going to the airport and getting on a plane and going somewhere where there's sun and a beach and laying out and having dinner and then coming back home. by myself since everybody got something to do. If cruise support don't call me with a trip, I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do. But anyway, you guys have a great day and take care. See you in the friendly skies.